Whew. Happy Monday. What's up, y'all? How are we doing? We are back in the saddle again, or back in the computer chair, I suppose. Counts as something, right? Ooh, it helps if I turn the virtual camera on so y'all on TikTok can actually see what's happening here. My apologies about that, but we got it sorted now. Last thing to do is just get the chat overlay working. So let's activate that source. Raffi, my man, how you doing, buddy? Happy. I don't even know what day of the week it is to you. Happy day after launch. That's all I got for you. How you been, my guy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. We got TikTok chat working. There it is. Oh wow, that's the smoothest it's ever been, y'all. Everything working right off the bat. Look at that. It actually, if you're not careful, it might seem like I know what I'm doing. It's absolutely not true. Don't believe it, but just sometimes it looks like that. Raffi, my guy, welcome in. I'm right there with you today, dude. I did not sleep enough. I worked until about midnight last night. No, midnight 45. But that's all right. We're here. We're going to stream. We're going to have some fun. We're going to get some work done. We're going to hang out. And then I'm going to go crash for like 2 more hours. And then we'll get back to the work day. I've been doing good, Raffi. I've been doing pretty good, my guy. Slindy, what's up? Welcome in, dude. Welcome in. You finished Wriggly Little Hands this morning. My guy. My guy. Did you read it all, or was it the audiobook? What'd you do? You're the second person. You're the second person in 2 days that has told me first thing in the morning they finished the book that fast. The other person stayed up all night to read it, and then was blaming me for being tired at work. Which, you know what? That's fair. That's on me. I'll take that blame. I deserve that, and I'm proud of it. Slendy, you said it was a great read. You're gonna leave a review. My man, respect. I appreciate you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Seriously. Who is your favorite character, Slendy? I gotta know. We gotta keep a poll running here. Let me know. Let me know, man. Raffi, you said it was a bad weekend and worse streams. My friend, I am sorry to hear that. Hey, good news about the bad weekend. Moving on. I am blurry. Hold, please. I am no longer blurry. Good news about the bad weekend, Raffi. Moving on, buddy. We ain't gotta linger on it. We're gonna get you out of there. Let's get some distraction going, huh? Yo, what do we think about maybe a little bit longer of a writing timer today? I know. That's a lot. It's a lot. We're getting a little inventive with it, man. A little inventive. But I don't know. We could do a little something. Oh, something like that. Ooh, 7 minutes. We could do 7 minutes, y'all. Or hold, please. I don't know. Just bear with me here. Just bear with me. Nah. That's too little. What about? I'm just saying. Could be possible. Could be possible. We could do it. Y'all let me know what you think. 11 minutes, AJ, my guy. I don't know if I'm that crazy. Maybe we could pump it up a little bit, but 11? I don't know, man. I don't know. Ken, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Good to see you. Happy whatever day it is. Wednesday? Wednesday. Books launch on Tuesdays or Thursdays, so it's probably Wednesday because it ain't Friday. Wednesday it is. Can you tell it was a crazy launch day? I have no idea where I am or who I am. They tell me I sell books, but I'm not sure that's the case. Slindy, you left a tissue in one of your hoodie pockets during the laundry. Did it explode? Did it do the poof from just everywhere? I hate that. Ken, you finished the last chapter of Volume 1 yesterday? My dude. That's sick, man. Well done. Proud of you. Good for sticking with it. That's the thing that most people don't do, is they start writing and then they abandon it. But you're sticking with it, buddy. Respect. I love it. That's how you get results sooner or later. Just be too stubborn to quit, right? They can't deny you forever. Other name, what's up, my guy? Good morning, good morning. How you doing? Other, we were playing around, getting a little experimental here today. Obviously, we're going to do some writing. But, I don't know, what do you think? We could do something like that. What do you think? Do we change up our sprint time a little bit? 7 minutes? 7 minutes is possible. We could do that. We could do something real crazy now. I almost can't get that on my screen. There's so many digits there. That one's a little bit too crazy, maybe. I don't know. Y'all tell me. You let me know. You let me know what you think. Ken, you said, have you tried the Obsidian app? I have not tried it, Ken. I've heard good things. It looks cool, super sleek looking. A lot of folks recommend it. A lot of folks talk about it. I just keep my stuff more simple than that. I don't do well under big, crazy outlines and lots of connected notes and stuff. I don't really do well with that. So I try to keep my stuff as simple as possible. I benefit from that. Have you tried it, Ken? I know several folks in Stream Chat have tried it, swear by it, they're fans of it. But it looks cool. It's got a cool name. Seems useful. Other name, you said, I like it. I'd be lying if I hadn't dabbled with longer sprints before. Okay. We could do a longer sprint. I don't know. It doesn't fit on the screen, which I guess we could move it, but then it'd be behind my head. So honestly, there's really no way out of this situation. We're stuck with what we have. I don't know. We could look into it, though. I don't know. Just kind of something I was playing with. We're doing a bit of writing this week, kind of focusing in on that because, well, as y'all know, this little goober launched yesterday, so that's out in the world, and I gotta do the novella for it. So we're doing a little bit of writing. We're just kind of focusing in on that this week. We'll be excited. I'll be excited to get back to the Dice Decide and Map Making Friday, all that fun stuff. Fantasy Map Friday, I should use the official name. But right now we got to celebrate Wriggly Little Hands being out in the world. We've delivered it to y'all's Wriggly Little Hands. Ooh, nice good slurp there. Awesome stream etiquette. Jasmine, what's up? Welcome in. Good to see you. How you been? Happy Wednesday to you. Impage, you're pitching a revolutionary new concept here with 7 minutes 23 seconds on the timer. Look, man. Look, I was with you up to 6 minutes 30 seconds. I was with you up to 7 minutes. 7:23? Kind of a weird number. Simple 1X, you said, is a novella self-published too. Yeah, it'll be self-published once it's done. And Sound Booth Theater said they're going to do some version of an audiobook for it. Certainly nothing as elaborate as Wriggly Little Hands was, with all the different characters, a kind of immersive audio experience. They're just going to have Dory Sachs, our primary narrator, read through the story. So we'll figure that out as we go. But yeah, for the most part, it'll be self-published. And it should be fun. It'll be free. Novella will be free to stream subscribers and newsletter subscribers. And then everyone else out there has got to pay for it. But I'll sell it for as cheap as I can because it's just a little old novella. Jasmine, you said, oh, I'm great. I'm learning how to game writing. Oh, well, tell me about that. That sounds interesting. I love writing. I love games. Tell me how to game writing. What are you doing? Rafi, you said 7:21. Let's be honest here. Oh, man. Y'all are specific. 7:21 on the clock. We could swing that. That one's... Why is 7:21 a little more satisfying than 7:23? Anybody can explain that? I don't make any kind of sense to me, but it is more satisfying. Impage. All right, Impage. I know that you proposed 7:23 as the writing sprint time, so hold please. How about this? Guys, okay, you don't got to fight over it. 7:22. Split it right down the middle. We could do that. We have the power, y'all. We have the power. 24-hour writing sprint. Hold on. All right, hold on. How's about the timer does it go that high? No, it doesn't. I broke the timer. I tried to go too high, y'all. I put 1 day, 18 hours, 7 minutes and 22 seconds on it, and the timer broke. Oh boy. We're starting strong today, folks. Where was that comment? Someone said something I wanted to talk about. Where'd you go? There it is, Simp1X. You said you really pumped out some content yesterday. Simp, my man, you haven't seen the start of it. I got 4 more insane videos in the pipeline that we're dropping later today. It was fun. Just went into a creative burst yesterday. I love being able to do that. We're going to do it again today, maybe. I don't know. First we're going to get a nap after stream because I didn't sleep very much at all. But for now, we're here. We got 7 minutes, 22 seconds on the clock. So maybe we do a little bit of writing, huh? Also, a big thank you to whoever left me at a clean 1,000 likes on the stream. That's also very satisfying. Okay, we can agree on 7 minutes, 22 seconds, huh? Alright. The truce holds. The truce is good. Jasmine, you said he needs to have breakfast for 24 hours? Oh, breaks for 24 hours. I thought you said breakfast, man. I'm not reading right. Hopefully I'm writing right, because we're going to get to that here in a minute. Hey, Rafi, you're getting a new keyboard? Piano for the first time today. Look, that's awesome. That's good. That's a lot better than the bad weekend. Rock on, my guy. Rock on. What kind of piano? I guess you said it's a keyboard, and the type of keyboard is piano. Is that how it works? I'm not very good at music. Josic, what's up, my guy? Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. He said, do you have any desk recommendations? I guess the one I'm sitting at. Hold, please. We'll see if we can find it on Amazon. I'm sure we can get a link to it. That's an odd question. Why are you looking for a desk, my friend? I guess everybody needs desks, though, right? Almost there. And then we're going to search disk. Wow, how long ago did I buy this desk? There it is. Okay, here, I'll drop it in chat. There's my desk recommendation. Let me know if it went through. I don't know, TikTok might have censored it. That's my desk. You can use it if you want. Although it defaulted to a different color, but whatever. You can pick your color. Ooh, they got new colors now. Fancy. There you go. There's a desk rec for you. Or here, if you want to search the name, you can do this. Boom. I'm here to answer all your questions, be they writing related, goblin related, book related, or apparently standing desk related. Rafi said, my girls let me get it because of the bad weekend. It's an Arturia, great for MIDI and tracking. Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about music, so that doesn't make any sort of sense to me, but it sounds cool. That's good enough half the time. So rock on, man. Send us a picture of it. Put a picture in Discord when you get it. I want to see that thing. Arturia sounds like a dramatic, very cool name. Well, Josic, I can tell you the desk that I linked is small and easy to assemble and electric, standing, sit stand, super easy to work. I like it. It's a good desk. Piece of wood, 2 legs. You'll be good. Impage, you said favorite stationery. Oh boy, I used to have a typewritten page sitting on my desk. Speaking of desks, for my typewriter, and it wasn't so much the stationery, but having type written on it, it just looked really cool. So I'm going to say any stationery that you have put through a typewriter is my favorite stationery because it looks so cool. Sam Shell, good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. Welcome in. We are just about to kick off a writing sprint. Hope you brought your pen, maybe your word processor, maybe your laptop, one of the 3. Welcome in. Good to have you, Sam. Hope you're doing well. Raf, you said MIDI just means digital instrument, so the piano can be an instrument, any instrument with software. Okay, rock on, rock on. That makes sense. Cool, dude. Well, make some rockin' music. Rock out with it. Slendy, you said, but anyone else loath putting away the dishes from the dishwasher? That's fair. That's fair. Bet you can get it done in 7 minutes, though. 7 minutes, 22 seconds, which, hey, y'all, if you're just tuning in, you might be wondering, why are we writing for 7 minutes and 22 seconds today? And all I have to say is it was a very difficult and tense negotiation to arrive at that time, but we got there. Feelings were hurt. Things were said that some of us probably regret and we'd like to take back in the moment. But look, we've achieved our time. 7 minutes, 22 seconds. It's a perfect time, and that's what we're going to sprint for today. So a big thank you to everybody who helped me get there, and an apology to everybody who did not survive the negotiations. Samuel Calhoun, my friend, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. What an exciting message. You said, hello, I am an aspiring fantasy writer. What would be a good way to start on a project? Sam, short stories, my guy. Short stories. Any legitimate short story contest you won't have to pay to enter. You can just submit to it, and professional judges, industry professionals, will judge your work and perhaps put it in a spotlight. Short stories are super quick to write. It's a lot easier than a novel. They're about a tenth as long, but they require every element of a novel. You need a beginning, a middle, and end. You need characters, conflict, and resolution. All that fun stuff. Start with short stories. I know everybody wants to jump to writing a novel. Do a short story. 2,000 to 5,000 words. You can go up to 10,000 if you want. That's like 2 to 5 chapters. Not that much. It's a good place to start. Start with short stories. And if I'm going to give you a starter recommendation for a contest, I will type it in here. Go to Writers and Illustrators of the Future. Check that contest out. Great contest, free to enter, runs every quarter. Start there. It's where George R. R. Martin started, submitting to short story contests. Telling you, it's a great place to start. Sam, welcome in, my friends. Glad to have you. We do a lot of publishing, writing, book Q&A here. So if you got questions, man, you're in the right place. Ask away. Ambiguous as a treaty was created for this time. It was very precisely chosen. Scientifically and socially concluded, says Raffi. Other name, you said I really like that a super sprint is 2 minutes and 22 seconds longer. It's like ASMR, but for aesthetics. You know what other name? 222 is actually my lucky number as well. So I guess if you really want to math it out, it kind of works that way too. I did not plan that. That's just we landed on that together. We hashed it out. It was a big difficult thing, but we got there. 7 minutes 22 seconds. This is gonna be a good amount of writing time. Geo Grim, you're here way too early, my friend. Go back to bed. What are you doing? Get out of here, Geo. Come on, man. You got like 48 minutes? 38 minutes of sleep left? Come on, dude. What are you doing? It's good to see you, buddy. Thank you for re-upping on the harp team. Re-upping on the harp team. You're on the harp team now, my guy. Sorry. Can't take it back. It's been said. Nah, welcome in, buddy. Thank you for re-upping the heart me, staying current on the stream team. There's a sentence. I can say it, probably. Simp1X, thank you as well, my friend. And Samuel Calhoun for the donut. Appreciate you. Astrid Valkyrie, welcome in. What a cool name. Y'all got really cool names. I'm jealous. I need a cool name. You said, hello, I'm writing a fan fiction story. Nice. At the moment. Question, how do you keep your ideas together? Once I get them on the page. They are most at risk when they're just floating around all nebulous in my brain. I can't hold on to them very well, so you got to get them on the page. You got to slap them on down there, put them in ink so they can't run away. Bind them with shackles of keystrokes and other dramatic things. This simile got away from me. It's not a simile, it's a metaphor. It all got away from me. Astrid, writing it down is really the best way to go. I try to sketch the ideas out as quick as I can, as simply as I can, and then just, bam, get it on page. That's my advice, at least. Welcome in, and thank you for the follow. And I'm going to be jealous of your name for the rest of the day. So I just want you to know that burden, you have to carry that, because my jealousy is your fault. Oh, AJ, I saw that question, man. I'm sorry I missed it. That's a great question. You said, do you think you've written your best book yet, or do you think it's still yet to come? I like to think it's yet to come. I like to think I got some good stuff up my sleeves. That is why I wear the long sleeves. Got to keep all those tricks hidden up there. I think Wriggly Little Hands is a pretty darn good book. Y'all, if you don't know, This bad boy just launched yesterday. An ebook, paperback, audiobook. It's a ton of fun. It's about goblins on a road trip getting up to shenanigans. They're definitely going to save their Dark Lord and certainly not mess up everything for everyone involved. Definitely not. They're goblins. They're highly reliable, highly trained, very intelligent creatures. They're going to do a great job. So hey, give that book a look. It's on Amazon. It's on my website, authoralexknight.com. You can find it from the link in my bio. Go check the book out. You might like it. But AJ has asked, do you think you've written your best book yet? Or do you think it's still yet to come? AJ, I think it's yet to come, but I think we made very meaningful progress with Wriggly Little Hands. If we look at all the books here that I've written, book ones, a lot of stipulations, I'm proud of them all. I'm proud of them all for sure. Wriggly Little Hands, though, top, middle, center, is the one that, like, is nourishing to my soul. It's so stupid and goofy, and I love that about it, and I don't want to write anything else. Obviously, I'm going to finish Servant of Rage, which I can't reach because my hand doesn't go far enough, up on the top left. I'm going to finish the 2 books in that series because it's incredible, and I really want to finish it, and I'm super excited about it, but Wriggly Little Hands is healing in how ridiculous and goofy and over the top it is, and I cannot wait to write more in this world. I'm going to make my own Discworld, basically, out of these goobers and other stories in that world. So y'all buckle up, because the goblins, they ain't going anywhere. Well, actually, they have a rocket-powered wagon, as you can see there, so they're actually going, like, a lot of places. Just not away from us. Astrid, you said you'll carry that burden with pride. Let's go. That's what I want to hear. Good morning, Destiny. Good to see you. How are you on this Wednesday? We need to do a writing sprint, but y'all are asking me too many good questions. We're gonna do a writing sprint though. We landed on the 7:22 mega sprint time. So we're gonna do that. Gio, you said I couldn't shut up about Wriggly Little Hands on stream. Yesterday we picked up the audiobook. I was gonna take a sip of coffee, but you know what? No. Gio, my man, I appreciate you immensely. Thank you very much. I hope you love it. The audiobook's ridiculous. It's absurd. It's incredible. I love it. Sound Booth Theater blew me away. I am absolutely in love with working with them. I hope you enjoy the audiobook. It also features, by the way, Jeff Hayes of Dungeon Crawler Carl fame. Y'all might have heard of that book. It's kind of like selling, I couldn't give you a number, but big. A lot more than I can count, number of books. So yeah, that's kind of cool to at least be tangentially related to that. Maybe some of that sales dust will rub off onto Wrigley, and we can sell a couple copies here, huh? That'd be pretty sick. But thank you, Gio. I appreciate you, my man. Simp, he said, after that series, what are your plans? Your true heart's desire to stay with comedy? Yes, my friend, it is. Absolutely. Look, I wasn't joking when I said these little goobers wormed their way into my heart and refused to leave. If you see my most recent video, you'll know that not only have they wormed their way into my heart and refused to leave, one of the stream audience, so I'm blaming y'all, one of y'all told them about squatters' rights, and now they won't get out. This is on you. This is squarely on y'all, because I can't get them out of my heart. They're just wedged in there now, like a piece of popcorn between your teeth, and I can't get rid of them. So I guess I just have to write more books in that world. Guess that's what we're gonna have to do. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna call it our own Discworld. Terry Pratchett did it, so now we're gonna make some pale imitation of it and hope that it's even a tenth as good. Sounds like a plan. Misfit Mikey, thank you for the happy release, my man. Thank you so much. Y'all, if you don't know, this crazy, ridiculous little book about goblins on a road trip came out yesterday. All formats. It's an ebook, it's in paperback, it's an audiobook, it's on Kindle Unlimited. Hey, if you pay extra, I'll come to your house and throw it at you if you want. Like, whatever format you want, we got. Except for edible book, we're still working on that one. You can technically eat it. It's just currently not medically recommended, but we're working with the FDA. We're going to get it sorted out. So just a little bit, hold up on that one. That one's coming. But ebook, audiobook, paperback, we got it all. So that launched. I hope you have fun with it. We need to do some writing. We got 7 minutes on the clock here. We're supposed to do some writing here. But y'all just keep saying funny things and good things in chat and distracting me. So again, this is all your fault. Always. Destiny said you're doing pretty good today. I'm glad to hear it. Rock on. Happy Wednesday. That's a good day. It's a good day, ain't it? Geo, you said I attempted to make some wriggly little fan art, but my Geogram Goblin looks like a lion. Oh, I want to see that. I want to see your lion goblin Geogram. What's that? What does that look like? Now my mind's spiraling, man. You're putting some interesting thoughts in there. Cheesehead Toker, my friend, you're gonna get the audiobook. Well, thank you. I respect that. Thank you very much. If you don't know, the audiobook has an incredible cast of narrators on it, including Jeff Hayes, who narrates Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is kind of a big deal these days. No one tell him that he's way too big to narrate my audiobook. Yo, just let him continue to think that he's in the correct place, and we won't pop that bubble, right? Eternata Sun. I'm sure I'm saying that horribly, and I apologize for butchering it, but thank you for following. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Geo, the Goblin's on Discord, my guy. We gotta look at it then. Hold on, we gotta pull it up. We got some fresh art right off the press from Geo. Let's go find it. Let's go find it. We got it in here. So, whoa. Geo, is that it? Dude, he's got like My Chemical Romance vibes. it's like a goth goblin. I love it, dude. I love it. That's sick. I love the hair and the ears. My dude, this goblin is way too cool for school. Someone says it looks like where the wild things are. A gothblin. Geo, I love it. Dude, incredible. Look at that collar. Look at that collar, man. I couldn't do a collar that big. Oh, you know what? Mine's buttoned down. I can't even pop it. See, that goblin's just infinitely cooler than me right off the bat. I can't even pop my collar like him. Geo, incredible. I love it, man. Goth goblin. That's gonna be in my head all day as well. Isabel Knight on YouTube. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. You're reading Wriggly Little Hands. Thank you so much. Oh my God, you're 37% of the way through it. Whew. Isabel. Rock on. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it. 37% of the way through, so let's think about where you are. Oh, probably around the wagon dealership, maybe a bit beyond that. No, you're further in. You're probably around Dr. Percival Viscus's lab. That'll be fun. Well, thank you so much for picking it up. I'm glad you're reading it. I'm glad you're liking it. Thank you. I appreciate that. You rock, Isabel. All right, y'all. Somehow we're 30 minutes into stream and I ain't written a word yet. We're going to fix that right now. You might notice a new time for the sprint. You might think that I picked that arbitrarily, but you would be very wrong. There was a huge negotiation. We had a whole council. It was a summit. We all came together. We discussed it with our representatives. We took it back home. We thought about it. We slept on it. We came back. We negotiated some more. A couple of voices got raised. We don't feel great about that, but in the end, we landed on 7 minutes, 22 seconds for our new sprint time. So at least for today, we're going to try that as our writing sprint. So folks, if you're new here, if you haven't been around before, welcome in. We're here every weekday at 7 a.m. Central Time. We're always doing something fun, fantasy, creative writing focused, talking about books, publishing, goblins. But what we're going to do right now is I'm going to press start on that timer. It's going to count down from its very specific and chosen starting point of 7 minutes, 22 seconds. And we're going to write during that time. Or, I don't know, maybe you're like Slendy and you're putting away the dishes. Maybe you want to read. Maybe you want to do some art. Maybe you want to be like Geo and you want to make a goth goblin. Whatever it is for the next 7 minutes and 22 seconds, y'all. Let's get it done, huh? Isabel, you approve of our very specific writing number? Rock on. Well, hopefully you'll get a lot done during that time. I'm going to see what I can get done. Let's see, is the word count tracker working? Yes, it is. All right, y'all, we're starting at 0 words. We got 7 minutes, 22 seconds. Let's put some ink on the page. Digital ink, I suppose, which is a lot less cool than physical ink. We'll get the typewriter back out one of these days. Anyway, the timer's already moving, so I'm going to start talking. I'm going to start writing. If you're going to write along with me, y'all, good luck. Rock and roll. Aaron wishes a good sprint to you all. Thank you, Aaron. Yo, I'm going to blow this word count out of the water. Are you ready for this? You ready? You've never seen the power of a 7-minute sprint. You've seen the 5-minute. You've seen the 5-minute, but we're going up a level today. Let's get it. Geo, thank you for the let 'em cook ×5, my guy. Smells like productivity. Let's get it going, y'all. Boy, I don't need any warm-up time today, y'all. The fingers are just flowing. We're just rolling through these words. Whew, it's a good Wednesday. Let's get a time check. If I lean out of the way. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left. All right, rock and roll. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it going. Spelling. What even is it? cannot type this word, y'all. I've typed it over and over again in this sprint, and I just mess it up every single time. It's breaking my flow. Laurel, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm glad that's the emotion that it conjures from you. Because, yeah, you do. You got to get down. You got to get right and get that keyboard going. I want smoke coming off the keys, y'all. I need fingers flying. We're adding words to this page. Let's go. What do we got? A minute 45 left? Minute 30? All right, come on. We'll finish up this strong. Ooh, 40 seconds. All right, finish strong. Finish strong, y'all. Come on. Put that space in the right place. All right, that's probably time, right? Okay, cool. Let me finish the thought. Boom. There we go. Whew. Y'all, I am tired after that sprint. That was a lot of words. That was a lot of words. 390 total. Okay. I'm not mad about that. Let's get a little calculator out. What was my pace there? What's that divided by our sprint time? Oh crap, I gotta do it in seconds. Hold please. Alright, it's 442 seconds. Wow. Okay, that's gonna be pretty sick. So it's a little bit under a word per second. I'm pretty happy about that. That was a sprint right there, y'all. Whew. 7:22. That was a good amount of time. Maybe all the arguing, negotiating, and shouting, and the regrettable things that were said as we sorted out what our new sprint time was gonna be. Maybe it was all for worth it, because 300 words, 390 words, not a bad start to the day. Not a bad start. How about y'all? Did you sprint along with me? I saw chat was going. We had a lot of folks that joined in there during the sprint. That was cool. Sorry to interact with you, but the words were calling. The words were calling. Isabel Knight on YouTube, you said, I have a question. Hopefully it isn't too weird of a question, but... Oh, fire away. Now you got me intrigued. What are we talking about, Isabel? What's going on here? And while we're waiting on Isabel's question, folks, if you don't know, a little something happened yesterday. We might have, maybe, possibly, released this little thing. It's just, it's my super serious, emotionally driven drama about a family of goblins struggling with deep issues that are tearing them apart. Issues like, well, someone stepped in Job's mud. And also Lynn 2 was driving the wagon, but it was Lynn 1's turn to drive the wagon. Horse has just been vacant lately. Y'all, it's a very silly book about goblins on a road trip trying to save the Dark Lord. Very serious. Absolutely nothing goofy happens. It's a very slow, serious, dramatic story. And you should check it out if you're into super serious, slow, dramatic stories with intensely real characters that are just going to stick with you for the rest of your life. Mostly because they're slimy and very sticky, and kind of once they're on, they're like hard to get off. But yeah, that came out yesterday in ebook, paperback, and audiobook. So hey, give it a listen if you're interested. You might like it. You might not. I hope you like it. Only one way to find out, though. Isabel, here's your question. You said, what's your opinion on having diversity in fantasy? I mean, I have absolutely nothing against that, and I myself am Asian, but I'm writing a fantasy book in a world that is not our own, and I do have a character who is technically Japanese, but what if someone hates me for including a Japanese character in a fantasy novel that isn't in our own world? Because technically it's a fantasy novel, not a contemporary book, and what if someone accuses my book of being DEI? Whew, Isabel, I am seriously saddened that we are at a place where worrying about someone's book being accused of being DEI is a concern, because books and literature are some of the absolute cutting frontier of exploration and inclusivity and shaping meaningfully our cultural narrative. When it comes to fantasy, it's really just about making a good story. I think you should worry about your artistic sensibilities, what you're interested in, what you want to have in the book more than anything else, especially what other people might think of it. The people that are going to hate on the book aren't the people you're trying to sell to anyway. There's always going to be detractors. There's always going to be people that are against you that don't like it for whatever reason. They ain't worth your time. Don't worry about it. Do what you want to do in your book. Do what feels right to you. Do what's creatively interesting. Or, as Bo said on YouTube, because they just said it better than me, it's fantasy. Just have fun with it. Personally, I think fantasy is a wonderful place to depict the world that we would like to live in. I use it to be aspirational. If you look at, for reference, The Far Wild, top right up there, that's my fantasy inspired by Jurassic Park. But one of the really important themes in it that I wanted to make sure was there was that humanity is not stronger than nature. In that world, look, the Venus flytraps eat people, and the wilderness grows far too fast and is far too strong for mankind to ever dominate it. That was kind of my pushback on being like, hey, y'all, it kind of sucks we live in a world where climate change is destroying things, and the Great Barrier Reef is being bleached, and I'm watching the nature that I love in Florida be destroyed year after year and paved over into new shopping centers. So instead, I'm going to disappear into my fantasy world where that's not the case. And I think that's a beautiful thing about fantasy. I think it's really fun that you can do that, and you can kind of convince people that the ideas, the world that you'd like to see, might not be such a bad place. It's a very quiet but very entertaining way to move culture forward. So that's a long way to say, do what you want in your book. Do what's fun to you. Do what's creatively interesting, and don't worry about people that are going to think poorly of it, because they're always going to think poorly of it or of something you do. Don't worry about them. They ain't worth your time. Oh boy, a lot of chat came in during my little rant there. Let's see. Laura, you say I have tons of diversity in my fantasy book. I'd say just do what feels right. Can't go wrong there. Scully says just create for the joy of creating. Yes, absolutely. Wow, that was really direct. That was a little bit too. I kind of feel weird about that. Scully, yeah. You're spot on, my guy. Tristan Music, you say any tips for a new writer? I'm about 40k words into my first product. Tristan, rock on, my guy. Congratulations. That's awesome. 40,000 is a lot of words. Well done. 40% of the way through a novel. Fantasy novel if we're going with standard length. Any tips? Tristan, my advice is to write primarily for yourself. do what is interesting to you. Write only the scenes you're most excited about. I think you can truly write a book that is only scenes you're excited about. I think it's entirely possible. Joe Abercrombie, in my opinion, is a good author. Joe Abercrombie, if I don't mess his name up, who does that. I think there's something to be learned there. Just write what you're most excited about. I think you can do an entire book like that, and I think it'll be better for it. Just follow your passion, my guy. And Tristan, please feel free to hang around stream. We take questions about books, publishing, writing, the industry, all that good stuff all the time. More than happy to answer them. And if you got any specific questions, drop them in here. We will see what we can do. And you know what? I'll do you one better. We got a Discord community, and we got a lot of helpful folks in there. It's a great place to ask questions if you have them. So I just put the link in chat, or you can go to my bio on TikTok and click on through to there. You can ask questions there as well. It's an educational community. We do writing. We share writing. We share art. We hang out, share stupid memes, pet pictures. But we also answer questions about writing and give critiques and all that fun stuff. And I'd be very happy to answer the questions that you have. So welcome in. It's a pleasure to have you. And folks, if you're interested in more of that, we're here every weekday at 7 a.m. Central Time, and we're always doing something fantasy focused. Today we're doing writing sprints. There's our timer. We'll get to another one here in a minute. But let me catch up on chat because it is popping off. Isabel Knight, you said technically there's no Japan in this world. It's just a magical island. There isn't really an equivalent of any country in my book. Yeah, so you're totally fine, Isabel. They don't have to, you can make up your own cultures, your own ethnicities for that. They can be inspired by real world ones, certainly, especially if they come from your own experience. That's awesome. Just have fun with it. Do what you want. It's your world. Play in it. Slindy, you said, for me, as long as it's well written, I don't care about that stuff. Same goes for my parents. Yeah, rock on. It's just about good stories. Gio, you said, Alex, I've been proud of you since we met, but that answer just took it to another level. Respect, Gio. I appreciate you, my guy. I don't know what to say. I'm glad. Impage, you said, my only thought would be, is there a Japan... Oh, okay. Is there a Japan in your fantasy? You're talking to Isabel. I'll leave you talk to that. CJ Roberts and Tristan.music. Thank you for the follow, y'all. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. We're doing some writing sprints. If you got more questions about writing, please, by all means, ask. Otherwise, we have a very precisely crafted sprint time here. A lot of math went into it. I had my abacus out. Y'all couldn't see it, but I was flicking it side to side over here. We were doing some serious numbers. We were like carrying digits and dividing. Can you tell I'm a double liberal arts major and math is not my thing? Either way, we ended up at 7 minutes and 22 seconds, and that's going to be our sprint time today. So we're going to do that in a minute here. Gearbox, you said you're stopping in for a good morning. What's up, my guy? Thank you very much for your comments and for reading and enjoying Wriggly Little Hands, Gearbox. I appreciate you, my dude. Thank you. I'm so glad you've enjoyed it. Please do leave a review if you can. Helps out massively for tiny little small-time authors like myself. Also, look, you'll make the goblins happy. The goblins love reading the reviews. They're still working on learning to read, but currently I read the reviews to them and it makes them so happy. So please do leave reviews. Amazon, Goodreads, wherever you get books. Audible if you listen to the audiobook. I'd appreciate that. And also, folks, if you're new here and you don't know, this book just released yesterday. It's about goblins on a road trip trying to save the Dark Lord. Surely everything will go fine. They won't get into any trouble. There will be no side quests, no distractions. There's no jokes in the whole book. It is completely serious. The goblins are very intent on their work. You should check it out. It's available in ebook, paperback, audiobook. And it's slimy, and it's sweet. And they'll creep the goblins. They'll creep into your heart when you're not paying attention, and before you know it, you'll have an attachment with these little slimy snot cats. Anyway, there's my pitch. Hope you enjoy it. Tristan, you said, I don't know if I even want to publish yet. Tristan, having fun writing and creating. Tristan, my guy. You get it. That is wisdom incarnate right there. You don't got to publish. You can if that's your goal. But you know what? It starts with just writing because you enjoy it, because you like stories, because you want to have fun, because it's just what you want to do. That's where it starts, man. That's where the best books come from. Don't have the pressure of publishing, about selling, about readers, about wondering what the market's going to care, man. Write for yourself. Write because you love it. Write to have fun. That's where the best stories come from. I love it, man. Rock on. You are so on the right path. Thomas Carver, author. Welcome in, my friend. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Sound like Matthew McConaughey up in here. What's his saying? All right, all right, all right. There we go. Kay, thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate that, and welcome in. Senior Goat Man, you said, happy Wednesday, my dude. I plan on starting Wriggly Little Hands later today. Whew. Senior, that is music to my ears. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know. Post your reaction in the Discord and the Wriggly Little Hands chat. I want to hear what you think as you go through it, dude. I hope you love it. Ian the Wizard. Is it just me, or do you have extra coffee this morning? Alex, you're flying, my dude. Ian, thank you. My guy, we're just leaning into it. We're just having fun. I did not get enough sleep. I'm going back to sleep after this stream, so we got to go hard right now. And then I got a lot more launch day stuff coming up, so we're just riding high. We're gonna force some good energy and some good attitude. We're gonna make it a good day today. But seriously, like, what's not to love, y'all? I got to release my favorite book ever into the world yesterday, and watch people enjoy it and tell me how great it is. That's a good feeling. I'm pretty stoked about it. So we're having a good time. We're having a good time today. Let me catch up on chat here. Lore, you said you could even say he moved somewhere else, if that helps. Gotcha. You're still answering Isabel's question. That's very kind of y'all. I appreciate that. Destiny, welcome back. Good to see ya. Scully, you said my book title is already used by another author. Can I technically still use it? Scully, I don't know the legality of all that. I would just say, from a matter of like best practices, I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use it. I'd come up with something better, something else. Take it as an opportunity. It's easy to get tied to your title. Tied to your title. Wow, that is a tongue twister. Tied to your title. Use it as an opportunity to come up with something else. Wriggly Little Hands was not Wriggly Little Hands for most of the writing process. For a long time, it was called Horses, Wagons, and Dragons, because I wanted to reference planes, trains, and automobiles, which is where the original inspiration for it came from. I wanted to do that story in fantasy world. But that name wasn't very good, but it worked for the time being. And once the book was done, I sat down and thought about it, and I was like, no, we need something that conveys the vibe of the book, right? So I wanted to get the goblins just Wriggly Little Hands in there. Because that's kind of what they're doing, right? They're just meddling, getting their sticky, slimy little hands into things, gumming up the works. So use it as an opportunity to come up with a new title, a better title. And if you can't come up with one right away, don't worry about it. You got plenty of time. You can come up with it anytime up until, launch, technically. Probably that's not best practices, but you got time. Don't worry about it. But, Scully, I am sorry your initial title was taken by somebody else. That's very rude of them. Please just DM me who they are and I'll go have a talk with them. They shouldn't have done that. Very rude. Unacceptable. Gio, you said in celebration of Wriggly Little Hands, should we just start calling each other cousin? Gio, we would confuse everybody that is not a part of this community, and it would be very weird, so absolutely we should start doing that, cousin. Gearbox, you said my only question is, will there be more? More what? More coffee? More writing? More Wriggly Little Hands? Because yes, yes, and yes, actually. So yeah, there will be more. Tark, you said, what's my next book idea? Well, I'll pull it up right now because I've been working on it. Hold one moment, please. We're going to go get our cover sketch. Oh no, did I delete it? Nope, there it is. We still got it. I didn't doubt it for a minute. Autark, this is my next book idea, or at least novella idea. It's going to be a little prequel novella to Wriggly Little Hands entitled A Wriggly Little Assistant. I won't tell you all exactly what it's about, but you can look at the sketch art for the early title, the early cover. This is what we're working on stream. This is what I'm writing. Where's my word count? This is what I've written 390 words of so far. Today, and we'll keep working on it. That's my next book idea. I guess it's a novella. It's kind of like a book. And then beyond that, Servant of Rage, the sequel to it, is going to launch. I got to do that one. Book 2 and Book 3. Book 2 is entitled Traitor to All. And then we need a sequel to Wriggly Little Hands. Because I'm going to write so many books in that world, y'all. You ain't ready. I'm going to make it my own Discworld. This goofy fantasy is deep in my heart, and we're gonna write more on that. So thank you for asking, my guy. And how you doing today? Happy Wednesday to you, Autark. Good to see you here. Impage, you said we're all cousins down here. Isabel, you're heading out on YouTube? Sorry, I missed your last comment. Let me see. You said a lot. Do Google this rather than just taking my word, you said. Hey, that's a good policy on everything. Isabel, it was a pleasure to see you today. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you continue to enjoy Wriggly Little Hands. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday, and good luck with your blog tour that I know you're doing. Let me know how that goes. Isabel, thank you for being here. Rock on. Have a good Wednesday. Megan, you said hi. How did launch day go? Megan, how's it going? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday to you. I will answer that question in a moment, because first I got to say, Ian, you're heading off to work, my guy. Hey, no worries. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by, Ian. Rock on, and I hope things are going well with you with that whole editing thing that you know what I'm talking about. I hope that it's going well. Fingers crossed for you, man. Let me know. Megan, you said, how did launch day go? Megan, I think it went well. Today's going to be the big one. We got some more promo going out today. But no, I think it was a good splash. I think we had a good start yesterday. We had a good start getting this little Wriggly book, this Wriggly adventure out into the world. And we'll see how day 2 goes. But we sold some books. Some folks enjoyed it. There were some reviews. I had fun. I stressed out. I had fun again. So yeah, that's a pretty complete launch day. Hopefully we sell infinitely more copies every day from here until the end of time, and I become filthy rich off of it. That's the plan. It's not too much to ask, right? Good to see you, though, Megan. Welcome in. AJ, you said, are you thinking of your next series you're going to write while writing multiple other series? AJ, I don't plan too far ahead because I'm not good at it. My brain works. I got a one-track mind. I do one thing at a time, really. That's what I'm best at. So really, I'm not thinking too far beyond the sequel to Servant of Rage, the sequel to Wriggly Little Hands, the second sequel to Servant of Rage, and then all of the books that I'm going to write in the world of Wriggly Little Hands, because it is such a goofy fantasy world. I can't wait to write more. So I'm just kind of brainstorming in that direction. And then I have like 4 novel ideas in the background that I'm working on just for fun that I'm not dedicating a lot of writing time to, and I'm just kind of like sculpting the ideas. You know, we're kind of improving them a little bit here and there. They're on the back burner, but we'll get to them one day. They'll be out there. For now, though, the goblins occupy the forefront of my mind. Whew. Y'all, how about another writing sprint? 7 minutes, 22 seconds. Y'all want to do their sprint? Get a couple more words on that page. Gearbox, you said, is there any sci-fi in your future? Gearbox, I don't think so, my guy. Sci-fi's fun. Sci-fi's cool. I enjoy reading sci-fi. In fact, the Warden trilogy, Nova Online trilogy right there, that one's sci-fi. But I learned something in that trilogy. I had a lot of fun with it. It was super cool. But I learned something. I'm not smart enough for sci-fi. My brain don't work that way. My brain thinks backwards. I'm fascinated by history and ancient cultures and archaic travel systems. I'm a lot better at making wagons than I am spaceships. I'm just not forward-thinking enough for sci-fi, so I love and appreciate those who make it. But I won't be writing too much of it myself, because I think there's folks out there that do a better job of it. I heard a quote once that good sci-fi doesn't predict the car, it predicts the traffic jam. And I went, that is incredibly meaningful. That is deep. That is also terrifying, and I don't think I can do that, so we're going to go back to writing fantasy. And that's where we are. Sloyd, you said you thought I was going to drop a Sinesio line in there? I take that praise highly. Sinesio is one of my favorite characters of all time. Quirks, welcome in, my friend. Happy Wednesday. You said, how do you get the tracker to track how many words you're writing? Quirks, this is a really high-tech solution here. What I've done actually is that is just a little tiny screen capture of the Word document that I'm in. So hold on, please. We can mess with it. We can mess with it here if I unlock it. There we go. It's just a little like a look-in on I just screen captured on my writing document and made it really small, And then I so cleverly stuck it there on a white background so it looks like it's like this actual built-in tool. But if you look at it, you can see it's kind of blurry. That's because it's actually like that small on my screen, and I've blown it up big to be there for you. And it's just I'm just writing in Google Docs, and it's recording my words, counting my words as I type them. So yeah, super high tech. I'm very good at high tech, as you can tell. The lower tech, the better. All right, y'all. We're here to write, right? Right? So let's write. 7 minutes, 22 seconds on the timer. We're going to start that timer. I'm going to add more words to the page. I encourage you to write along with me, or maybe you're reading. Maybe you're reading my book that just released. I don't know. Could be doing dishes. Whatever it is, have fun with it. We're going to do it for the next 7 minutes and 22 seconds. So, good luck, folks. I'm going to get to it. I will see you on the other side. If you've got questions about books, publishing, writing, why the book that I released yesterday is incredible and you should go read it immediately, anything like that, feel free to drop it in chat, and I will get back to you right at the other side of this timer. Blaze, you said I got good to see everyone next stream. I'm going to listen to my new favorite book, aka yours. Appreciate you, Blaze. Look, flattery is very welcome around here. That's all I'll say. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for picking it up, my friend. All right, let's get some words on page here. I had a big writing sprint last time. I got some standards to live up to, you could say. Oh, you know what? Where did I start? We got to record my starting word count. That was 390 words. Let's put it in chat. All right, let's see. Yo, I'm going to pause the timer real quick because I want to answer that question. Baked with Ginger, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for being here. That felt like an important question, so I'm going to pause from writing just one moment because I want to answer that for you. You said, what's your advice to an aspiring author? Not that I expect to become famous, I just want to write. Baked, that's the right mindset right there. That's already the best first step you could take. Don't worry about the final product. Don't worry about publishing. Don't worry about being famous. Don't worry about what the market wants or what readers might want. Worry about what you want and write what is most creatively interesting to you. That's where every good book starts. The readers can tell if you had fun when you were writing. I don't know how, but they can feel it through the page, and you just got to have fun with it when you start. If that passion's not there, book ain't going anywhere. So you got to start with that. So I think to not get discouraged, two things. Write only what you're excited about. Like just rock and roll. Whatever's the coolest thing you can think about that you just got to write, stick on that. Secondly, do short stories. You don't got to write a whole novel off the bat. I sing the praises, I preach the wisdom, the gospel of short stories all the time around here. Do short stories. They're 1/10 the length of a novel, but they require every element that you need in a novel. They have a beginning, a middle, and end. They have characters, conflict, resolution, all that fun stuff in 1/10 the size. And you can submit short stories for free to tons of reputable contests. I'll put this one in chat. I highly recommend Writers and Illustrators of the Future. It's a quarterly contest. You can enter and get professional judges to look over your writing, and they pick honorable mentions and winners every quarter. Keep in mind, every reputable short story contest will be free to enter. Do not pay to enter a short story contest. All a scam. Write short stories. Write only what you love. Submit short stories. Repeat. It's the hack for getting better at writing. It's like, I don't know, it's like steroids in the gym. You get better faster. That's 100% my recommendation. It's the best place to start. You can try out different stories, different forms of writing. And I wish I had done it more when I started. But yeah, I hope that helps. Baked with Ginger. And welcome in. Appreciate you following. Appreciate you hanging out. We're here every weekday, 7 a.m. Central Time, talking about writing, books, publishing, all that fun stuff. Some days we write on stream. On Fridays, we do Fantasy Map Friday, where we make fantasy maps live on stream. And that's always fun. And then we have a game we play with dice, where we roll dice to see what writing prompt we're going to do, and then we write it live on stream. And normally, when I'm working on my books, like I'm doing today, y'all can't see what I'm writing, because I'm not going to spoil the whole book. But when we play the dice game, you can watch me write it live. So we'll be doing that again pretty soon. But welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Folks, I'm going to get that timer going again. We're going to do, hold on, where is it? There we go. We got 3 minutes and 49 seconds left in this writing sprint, and I've got some good words. And then we got to do some more, or at least I have a number of words. I can't tell you if they're good, but yeah, let's keep that going. Ginger, you said I'll definitely be around. Bedtime for me though, so have a good stream. Well, Ginger, I appreciate that. Hope you have a good night's sleep, and I'll just shout out to you real quick. If you go to youtube.com/@author AlexKnight, there it is in chat. The VODs are there for all the streams, so if you're normally going to bed around this time, no worries. You can catch the VODs on YouTube. They're all there. I've been streaming for, I don't know, 3 months now, something like that. You can go back and watch them all. But thanks for stopping by. Sweet dreams. That's a weird thing to say to someone at 8:12 a.m. my time. Anyway, back to the timer. There we go. It's working. Y'all, let's keep these words flowing. Big thunder outside, y'all. Big thunder, which normally I'd be excited about. I love a good thunderstorm. But I presently reside in Houston. And in Houston, whenever you think, just even thinking about the power going out, it goes out. So thunder no good. No bueno. We are absolutely going to lose power from that. So if I disappear quickly, that's what it was. Until then, we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this writing sprint, so I need to drink this coffee and get to typing. Hit the save button, says Gearbox. That's the secret. I'm always saving. No, seriously, I write on Google Docs. It auto-saves. It's great. Thank you very much for the tiny diny there, AJ. Appreciate you, buddy. Let's check that time. Where's that clock at? Oh, time's up. Holy cow, y'all. I thought I had like 2 minutes left. That got away from me. Okay, well, I started at 390 words. Tell you, when I type it in there, I remember it. And we ended at 715, so that's a pretty good stretch, huh? Let's see. How'd we do? 325? All right, that's pretty good. It's a good sprint. I ain't mad about that. Word count's getting up there. There was some stuff in chat I wanted to say. AJ said we need Amazon to get those delivery drones figured out so we can get Wrigley Little Hands books quicker. AJ, that one's on me, my guy. I went with Ingram Spark for the first time with Wrigley Little Hands. It's the first time I've used them. They are a printer and distributor of books. I went with them because when you publish paperback with them, it is available to be purchased through indie bookstores, Barnes & Noble, etc., as well as Amazon. But by going with Ingram Spark, I didn't go with Amazon. Amazon does not care for that. So technically what happens when you buy a copy of Wrigley Little Hands right now is Ingram Spark prints it, Amazon puts in an order for it, Ingram mails it to Amazon, Amazon mails it to you. Theoretically, Amazon sometimes will stock copies on hand, so when you order it, they just have to mail it to you. Doesn't always work out that way, so that's part of the slower shipping time. If I had published it directly with Amazon, it would just have like 2-day shipping, free, and it would just be super snappy. It's always how I've done it in the past. Problem is, if I want the book to be in indie bookstores or available through places like Barnes & Noble, etc., they won't order from Amazon because why would they? It's their competition. So they use Ingram Spark instead. So I tried to go for something that was a little more open and out there and whatnot, but the downside has been a worse user experience for my readers, and don't love that. So this was a bit of an experiment. I don't know if we'll do it again for the next one. It is possible to do Ingram Spark and Amazon, so in future I might do that. Leisha, it is on bookshop.com for sure, and that could answer Gio's question. You said, is it possible to, or Rafi's question, sorry. You said, is it possible to go directly through Ingram Spark as a regular person? Rafi, did you mean as an author or as a reader? Because if you wanted to buy Wrigley Little Hands, you can do it through bookshop.org, Barnes & Noble. Basically, any retailer of paperbacks will have the book, thanks to it being on Ingram Spark. So yeah, you can totally... I don't think you can buy from Ingram Spark itself. They're just a distributor. They're not a storefront. But yeah, you could order it through basically the bookseller of your choice. You could even go to your local indie bookshop, and they will, and likely... you can call them, or if they have a order form you can put in, you can just ask them to order it, and they should be able to order it straight to their store for you. That was part of why I went that way with it. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, you can get it pretty much anywhere. Also, Leisha, welcome in. Good morning to you. Happy Wednesday. As well, Yukina, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. How you doing? And you're good. You're good, Slendy. Or AJ, you're good, man. I actually was just relishing the opportunity to kind of talk it out loud, because those are the things I've been thinking about. It's all part of the experience. You know, we're kind of learning. We're finding new ways to sell books. Whew, y'all. Some good writing sprints. Did y'all get all that done? Were you writing along with me? I saw some dishes were put away. I think Gio said he was cooking the hell out of some breakfast. What'd you make, Gio? I'm really hungry, man. I can go for some breakfast. Slendy, you ate breakfast. What'd you have? Y'all, it's time for our annual tradition on stream. Annual? Daily. Daily tradition on stream. You gotta make me hungry by telling me about your breakfast while I'm stuck here on stream and can't eat. I got coffee, though. That's like kind of food. Caffeine's a hunger suppressant for me, so it kind of works. Whew. Y'all, we got a busy launch day today. Hey, keep your eyes open. If you follow Adventures in Ardia on TikTok, the awesome guy who does the Roll for Sandwich series, you should keep an eye on that channel today. There might be, I don't know, something happening about goblins on there. I don't know. Just keep an eye on there. Adventures in Ardia, the Roll for Sandwich series. No particular reason. Just, you know, something might be going on. Gio, you said you ate breakfast during the last sprint. You made sunny side up eggs with ham. My guy. Whew. Whew, that's a good breakfast. I think I'm out of eggs. I can't even do that today. That's a good breakfast, Gio. I am jealous. Slinda, you had rice with sweet and sour sauce. Nice. Atypical breakfast. Not bad, though. Not bad. Y'all really make me want eggs now. Harpy, good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Did you enjoy your free audiobook that you won yesterday? A big shout out and thank you once again to Rich of the Chat and Stats podcast, who gave away an audiobook copy of Wriggly Little Hands on stream yesterday. Totally unexpected. Super kind of you, Rich. Appreciate it, my guy. And y'all check out the Chat and Stats podcast on YouTube. It's a good podcast. Good folks talking about good books. Mostly lit RPG. They're expanding into fantasy now. They're having a good old time spreading their horizons. 46, welcome in, my friend. Happy Wednesday to you. Sam Shell, you said I've written a few short stories now. I feel like I'm learning a lot. Do you find prompts build skill? Absolutely, Sam. And first of all, well done with the short stories. That's awesome. Rock on. I'm glad that you've seen a through few to completion. That's a really important step. Prompts build skill, but honestly, just writing in general builds skill. The best thing you can do to be a better author is read more and write more, with an emphasis on the writing. That's a bit more important. And if you're finishing short stories, then you are well on the path. I'm proud of you, Sam. Keep it up. Seriously. Slindy, you said I refuse to contain breakfast to breakfast food. Rice with sweet and sour sauce is a go-to. Hey, I respect it. We're expanding the definition of breakfast. Personally, anything that's tasty counts as breakfast to me. And Bidgie said I love me some steak and eggs if I have the funds. It's a pricey one, but it's a good breakfast. Harpy, re-up it on the stream team. You're up to level 13. 13, Harpy. If this were Pokemon, you're like 2/3 of the way to your first evolution. Honestly, could even be your first evolution. Congratulations, Harpy, and thank you for being so consistent with that. I'm so glad that you won the audiobook yesterday, and you said you've been listening to it with your son. That's incredible. That's so heartwarming. Seriously, holy crap, Harpy, that's awesome. I hope y'all enjoy it. Please tell me who your son's favorite character is as you go through it. I'd be really fascinated to know. Also, Plot Armored, thank you for the heart me. Thanks for joining the stream team. That's super cool of you. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're doing well today. Impage says if Harpy was a bug type, they might even be fully evolved. Oh, what's up, Plot Armor? Thank you for the bear. Hello. Welcome in. Y'all, if you don't know, I'm author Alex Knight. This is our writing stream. We're here every weekday at 7 a.m. Central Time, and we're always doing something writing, creativity, books focused. Today we're doing writing sprints with our very specific sprint timer of 7 minutes and 22 seconds. If you were here for the whole lore of how that was decided, we had a good time. If you missed it, I'm sorry. Hopefully we can have a good time next time, because that was very fun. What I'm trying to say is we always do something fun on stream. On Fridays, we make fantasy maps live. You know what? Let's pull one up. What do we do around here? We make fantasy maps sometimes? Let's get on this display capture. Y'all, this is the map that we made over the last couple weeks. It's loading. It's a big map. There it is. So we made this map on our Fridays most recently. Worm Rest Island, we've called it. Y'all helped me name all these locations here. Awesome fun time. I loved it. Gave me the Easter eggs to put in, like our duck living in the tree over here. There he is. All those fun things. So that's what we do on Fridays. We make fantasy maps. And we're working on a new one. So if that's exciting to you, y'all, you're getting in on the ground floor right now. Getting in on the ground floor. This is our new map that we started based on Wriggly Little Hands, my novel that just launched. It's super bare bones at the moment. But the thing, we've just had one Friday on it, and we made the Dark Lord's Domain up here, which is legally distinct Mordor, we call it. So that's going to be good. Come back on Friday. We're going to have a good time doing that some more. But Otherwise, today we've been doing writing sprints. We also have a dice game that we play where we roll dice to get creative writing prompts, and then we roll more dice to get modifiers that tell us what we're supposed to do with those prompts. It's a whole thing. It's a ton of fun. We're going to do that again probably next week. This week we're working on my novella. I'm writing it on stream because we are celebrating the launch of this Wriggly Little Hands, my comedy fantasy about goblins on a road trip to save the Dark Lord, who accidentally do good at every turn because they're not as evil as they think they are, but they really try their best to be evil. They're just not good at it. So that just came out in paperback, ebook, audiobook, whatever format you want except edible book. We're still ironing out a few issues with that one. Technically, you could eat it if you wanted to. It's just not recommended. We're gonna iron it out. So there's a couple of road bumps to figure out there. But hey, if you're into goblins, if you're into jokes, it's pretty good. I like it. The audiobook is done by the wonderful folks over at Sound Booth Theater. And if you're aware of Dungeon Crawler Carl and its legendary narrator Jeff Hayes, well, you might want to give this one a listen, because no promises, but there might be a little Jeff Hayes in there. Raffi, you're still waiting for me to roll a 6 in the dice game. We're gonna start rolling with advantage until we get that 6, maybe. We need to do that for you, my guy. It's a good prompt. Slindy, you said, I found a TikTok channel I'm going to share in Discord. She asked a question about your main character. Interesting. Is it a question about your amorphous main character and that everybody is meant to answer, or is it a question about a specific main character? I guess you'll ask in Discord, so we'll see. Let me check it real quick. Doesn't look like, I guess you didn't send it in Discord yet, but we'll see when you do. Hey, thank you for the follow, Crim Psych Major. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. How you doing? Glad to have you here. My cousin is getting a graduate's degree in child psychology, I believe, which is, well, I was going to say a happier version than Crim Psych, but I don't know, man. There's some dark stuff. That's a tough job. She is stronger than I getting that sort of degree. Crim, you said it's a nice vibe? Well, thank you. Well, we're happy to have you here. We look, it's a writing stream. It's a book stream on Fridays. It's a fantasy map-making stream. We have a good time around here. But above all of that, beyond all of that, what we do most is we just try to put some good vibes into the world, start the day off right. And if nothing else is achieved on stream, that's what I'm going for every day. So thank you for being here. It's a pleasure. I look forward to getting to know you. Hang out with us. Alicia, you said to self, don't explain why Mordor is called that. Don't explain why Mordor is called that. But doesn't it mean, isn't more, doesn't it mean black? Translates to like black, and door translates to land, I believe, Alicia. I hope I didn't just steal the, Rappy said it's because they wanted more doors. Alicia, I believe that's what it is, right? It translates like black land or something like that, but black is not literal. It just means like cursed, evil, stuff like that. I seem to recall that from Tolkien lore. Darkland. Okay, there we go. Geo says more cousins with the new follow. I love it. Y'all, we are going to have to explain that joke to people if we're just going to welcome every new person here as cousin. Because unless you've read this little monstrosity of a book about goblins, it makes absolutely no sense, and we're probably going to scare people away. But we'll have fun doing it, so I don't know, maybe it's worth it. Did I see someone ask another question? Nope, I did not. Oh, well, other name says, are we cousins of the round table now? Hey, man, we could do that. Slindy, you just tried to scroll the combined chat on screen. That's hilarious. I faked you out. I got you. I'm sneaky. You gotta watch out. Ooh, Impage. I like it. Only explain if someone asks. A lot of streams have nicknames for community members. It's a good point there. Raffi just says toe potion. Regardless of nothing. Just toe potion. No explanation needed. 4-6 says good vibes and hot bean juice. That's the plan. That's the plan. That's the play. Whew. Y'all, what a stream today. I had fun. Did you have fun? I hope you had fun. I wrote 715 words. That was fun. We talked about my book that launched yesterday. That's fun. I hope you had a good time. Thanks for joining me here. If you haven't picked up a copy of Wriggly Little Hands, give it a look. I think you'll like it. It's funny. It's slimy. It's cute. It's weirdly wholesome for a story about goblins on a quest for the Dark Lord. It might surprise you, but I hope you pick it up. Give it a look. Folks, thank you very much for being here today. As always, a special thank you to Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com for the use of his songs Farm, Manor, Cottages, Northern Glade, which provided our background music today. An extra special thank you to community member Raffi the Engineer. I appreciate you, Raffi, who made our 5th background song, Midnight at the Round Table, which is playing right now. I love when that happens. Raffi, you made this song for stream. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much. Lastly, folks, if you've had a good time today, give me a follow so I can catch you on the next one. I want to see you back here. We're going to have some more fun. Thank you very much for being here, folks. I hope you had a good day. 4-6 says Kevin MacLeod, always a goat. Absolutely. Folks, if you've been hanging out, you've been having fun, you want to keep having fun after stream, look. There's our Discord link. Catch us there. It's also in my bio on TikTok. You can click on through to there, find it there. But come hang out in Discord with us. We'll be there all the time, even when the stream's not live. Folks, thank you for tuning in. An extra special thank you to GeoGrim and Slendy and Impage Studios, Raffi the Engineer, Plot Armored, new one hanging out today, Sam Shell, Sloyd, other name wasn't available, Leisha, T46, Astrid Valkyrie with the cool name, Apollyon.686. Whoo! Sarah McIntyre and Catherine Lynn Rose, thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate that, as well as Isabel Knight over on YouTube. And there was one more YouTube viewer whose name I'm forgetting, Bo, who started on TikTok and moved over to YouTube. Thank you for hanging out with me today, everybody. I've had a great time. I hope you have as well. I'm going to go post a bunch of TikTok videos that are really stupid and silly about my book that just launched. And, yeah, should be a good day. We're going to continue to celebrate the fact that Wriggly Little Hands is out in the world. I hope you all enjoy. Thank you for being here. Everybody, I will catch you next time. You have a good day. I will see you on Thursday. Thanks for watching.